It's the irresistible force versus the immovable object as the FA Vase nears the business end. Neither Coventry United nor Hanley Town will have the champagne on ice just yet, but victory today will mean one of these teams get a place in round 4, and plans for a day out at Wembley will start to become a reality rather than just a dream. But this round 3 tie is simply too close to call. A rejuvenated red and green side, a visiting team with just one notch in their league defeats column. It's a brave man who would favour one over the other. Of course, only one team can take that next step. We're about to find out who here on CUTV with commentary from Liam Cook. Terry Anderson once again can count on his captain to lead the way this afternoon. Chris Cox returns after missing the injury-torn triumph over Newport Pagnell Town last week. The skipper's reinstatement, the only change from that 2-1 win, with veteran defender Steph Morley stepping onto the sidelines as a stable picture begins to form on the United team sheet. Hanley makes 3 changes following their 5-1 thrashing of Stafford in the Staffordshire Senior Cup. Kyle Stubbs returns at left back with Josh Bowden in the anchoring position. Finley Patterson also reclaimed his spot in attack alongside Porter and Bailey. McGuinness, Lazenby and Jack van der Laan drop to the bench. By Stubbs, early leap there from Cox, and it's pinballing around the area and smashed in. Bailey in 5 minutes. They got themselves into a dangerous area. Coventry couldn't keep them out. And Eden Bailey with the opening goal for a Hanley team who only tasted their first defeat a couple of weeks ago in the Midland League. Disappointing way for the red and greens to start. And there's a long way to go. Coventry United 0, Hanley Town 1. And Patterson, he went looking for that one, leaped into the shoulder of the United man, and now at the other end it's Ryan Harkin trying to force his way through. It's Harkin, and it hits the leg of van der Laan. Miles and Cox lurking on the edge of the area, both of them dangerous in the air. It's towards Adam Miles, awkward bounce, over a kick by Harkin, couldn't get it through, and it is through! Was it Harkin with the last touch? Was it from a Hanley defender? I don't think they'll care. Harkin celebrates, you have to assume it's his goal. The overhead kick didn't appear as if it made its way through a wall of blue. He may have got a second effort away on the deck, but whether it's a 50-yard screamer or a 1-inch tap in, goals are goals, and Coventry United have one. It's 1-1. Shaw wanted the ball played in, but he's through the middle, down to Devoyle. Harry Sawyer, easy pickings for Shorthouse. More away, flipped behind by the head of van der Laan, and here is Ryan Harkin. Looking for a routine from the left-hand side, it's Harkin. Space on the edge of the air for Ryan Devoyle to have a crack. As Devoyle hits the hip of Bowden. Rebounds back out to Harkin, couldn't find a red shirt and hooked away by van der Laan. It's Danny Fraser who seemed to hit his head on the deck, and it will be a drop ball to Hanley right on the touchline to the right of the goal. So Hanley are sticking men in there. On the volley, it's van der Laan, and Moore came out to try and clear it with the punch. Adam Miles able to head out, and the following strike from Jake Twyford hit with venom, but more than equal to it. Kick from Moore has ended up straight with his substitute number 1 in Mikey Shorthouse. Wilson latches onto that attempted clearance by van der Laan, and here's Riley Devoyle. Devoyle's going to hit it! Shorthouse didn't know where to look. Here's Wilson down line to Fraser, comes on trying to carve Hanley open like a Christmas Day turkey. Devoyle. Here's Charlie Shaw. Beautiful thread down the right for Harry Sawyer. United are in business here. It's Devoyle! The block made by van der Laan. They're asking for offside against Harkin. It's a crossfield ball from Cox. Didn't reach Wilson, but the seconds may fall for Ryan Harkin. Here is battling hard, and he's got it from van der Laan. Harkin skips away from the challenge, plays a 1-2 with Lewis Wilson, trying to knock it through for Shaw. It's deflected back to Charlie Shaw, the former Highgate man. Here's Ronnie Devoyle into Charlie Shaw. What a goal! Sexy football at its finest. Charlie Shaw scoring for a third consecutive match finishes off a delightful move in supreme style. You can hear the yell of Charlie Shaw, what it means to him. Coventry United run 1-0 down in the early stages of the first half, a 2-1 up heading into half-time. Surely be a free kick there. No, Cameron Dunn caught out by the outstretched leg of Van der Laan, but the referee incredibly doesn't blow for the free kick. Seemed more of a clear-cut one than the first one. Here's Bailey leaving Danny Fraser behind it. Even Bailey hits the sternum of Adam Miles. Bailey waiting to have a second crack at it, but denied by Devoyle. Only pressing in the early minutes of this first half. Switch of the play by Bowden. Sawyer cuts across the cover. It's with Stubbs. Stubbs going for glory, blocked by a lunging Chris Cox. And Bowden stings the gloves of Moore. And the throw is up line. Put in the air by Minshall. Twyford. Patterson didn't get the cleanest of contact on that one. Stubbs sends it up. Bailey, there's offside calls here. But Hanley surely to make it 2-2. No, the strike from Porter. Cannons off a United man. Stair sends it back to Shorthouse, who flicks it up, invites Ryan Harkin to get in on the action, but competently cleared by Hanley's goalkeeper. Minshaw, a couple of thoughts about that one, but the long ball is chatted up by Cox, can't header it away. Van der Laan, Stubbs is in, and Dan Moore trying to prevent Bailey from reaching it at the far post. He got two hands to it, but it took a little help from Danny Fraser. Stubbs was crowded out and headed over by Stair. Here's Tommy Van der Laan. United urged to move out, fan out, use the space. Stubbs crossing opportunity. It's Stubbs in. Bailey across the goalkeeper. He hasn't put it away. He just had to score. A yard out, it was harder to miss. Max Van der Laan. The ball deflected off Charlie Shaw. Here's Ryan Harkin, he's got Shaw to his left. Ryan Harkin looking for the right time to play it through. And here is Charlie Shaw, chance to square it, to end it. Ryan Harkin didn't get the first touch right. It's out for a throw. It's upfield from Tommy Van der Laan. Bailey on a one-man mission here. It's Bailey! Pulls out a smart stop from Dan Moore. Down to his left, smothers it. Free kick headed away by Downs. Struck across, and Bailey trying to get space to strike. Hits the back of Chris Cox. And the job firmly finished by Danny Fraser. Free kick from Chris Cox, floated high towards Ryan Harkin. Van der Laan gets his head to it behind. Seconds fall to Musa in midfield. Danny Fraser punts it towards Harkin. The flag stays down. Ryan Harkin, but the goalkeeper can't claim it. Harkin, brilliant save from Shorthouse, who is absolutely incensed. Both of his defenders and the linesman on the far side. Stubbs leaping above the rest. Was Chris Cox, he's done it again. Ellis being held from behind, and Cox. Harkin was onside, he was in his own half. Towards the right hand side, Ellis is available. Sam Ellis to end it! Game over at the Bus Park Arena. Sam Ellis. Picture perfect counter. And United, despite going behind early on, have roared into round 4. And is the arch maybe, just maybe, in the future of the red and greens. They they equal their finest FA Vase run. Sam Ellis with a tidy finish under pressure after the break from the right-hand side by Ryan Harkin. United are sailing through. And that's the end of the action. Sam Ellis putting the icing on the cake for the red and greens. A great comeback from Coventry United. Bailey giving the red and green something serious to think about after 5 minutes by taking the lead. But second half goals from Harkin and Shaw, and then that last ditch added time strike from Sam Ellis confirming Coventry United's spot in the 4th round of the Isuzu FA Vase. Final score at the Butts Park Arena: Coventry United 3, Hanley Town 1.